your lens a little bit smudged, Kumar?
I think it's just the stream.
It's
Just
just
the
stream.
stream. Don't worry.
Yeah,
all good.
but both of you are quite
Soft.
quite, like blurry. Yeah.
Yeah.
480p.
So, Mr. Jared's pulling focus over here.
You are listening to the Second Unit podcast.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope everyone's doing great in the lockdown. And this is Second Unit episode 3. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome back. And then
Didn't think we'd make
roll
it
the
to
intro.
3 episodes. Hey? But here we are. Well done, guys.
I know.
The goal is 10 for this season.
Perseverance.
And we're already, how far are we through? I guess we're 20% if we count what we've done. This will make 30.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Mhm. Yeah,
start.
yeah. I mean, given the tangents that Jared takes us on when we're not recording, this is a great start. Like you still haven't seen the real Jared yet.
Yeah.
Let's not get
Have you had your coffee? I think that's the question.
I have.
Because
I've had
that's
a,
the
I
big
have had a
question.
coffee, and I've also
Just
had
had
a
a
run,
coffee.
which I think helped a lot as well. Actually, I've mellowed out maybe, or loosened up.
We'll see.
Yeah, we will see.
I don't
Should
wait. Just on the coffee note, do you guys know that I've stopped drinking coffee in the past? No, those claps.
Finally.
Those claps
God.
are like
They're actually
boo.
really depressing claps. With
Yeah, they were the worst claps you
interruption.
could have given me, bro. What the hell?
Tell us about
Not
that.
sponsored
Why...
by Nvidia. But hey, if you want it, we use Nvidia broadcast. I have an Nvidia graphics card. We're down for anything.
Jared, while we're talking about brands, do you want to say anything about Google? Because
Yeah, Google Pixel, Pixel 6 coming out. Uniqlo.
not sponsored, but we would love that. But yeah, no. What happened was, just one day I did not have my coffee and went about my day, and everything seemed fine. The world still functioned normally, and I was like, whoa, the world didn't end for me. Let's try that again. So I tried that again. Yeah, sure. I think I've been quite mellow and just not there in the energy level, but at the same time I think I still have enough energy to conduct my everyday activity. The next thing I've noticed is, like, when I have coffee, it just increases my brain activity, which can be good for some people, but for a person like me who already has high level of brain activity, like when I'm talking to someone, I'm already thinking about the Mercedes car that I saw when I went for a run the other day while I was watching this other guy. Like, that's how my brain works. So having coffee just 10 times that, and it just keeps making me overthink, which ends up adding to the anxiety of just things related to things that are uncertain. So I don't know, it's been quite good, actually. It's obviously not I wouldn't say it's like made me dull, no. But yeah, it's a different experience, and you can still function without it. I personally think
That's what I was
yeah.
going to say. It sounds like maybe previously your coffee consumption was linked with like efficiency. Like it was what am I trying to say? Like you were drinking out of a functional perspective.
100%, yeah.
Yeah,
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, there's a joy and there's like the passion of coffee, but the primal attraction towards this was
To get that
very
bump.
functional. 100%, yeah. And once you take that out of the picture, your body sort of like starts to reset and start to reassess, like, oh my god, where am I going to get the energy from? Like, how am I supporting this person throughout throughout the day? And that's why, like, by the end of afters, like every 5:30 ish, I go into this power nap because I'm just done with the day. I go through so much. But again, maybe Jack can probably talk about what's life without coffee, because he's like, you've never had coffee, right?
No, I've probably actually never had, like, I think the last time I would have even like tasted coffee, I would have been like 11 or 12. Like, I've never, but I've been at like Luna Park before, and they've had like a tray of iced coffee, and that's just disgusting. Like I really don't like the taste of it, but yeah, like I don't know, like it's just
What
not
do you
something
remember
I've.
of Luna Park? I remember the disgusting iced coffee from Luna
I was
Park.
gonna say Luna Park and coffee aren't really two images I'd put together, so maybe that might have been why. But
That's why I've never been back. No, it was
fair enough.
just yeah, like I don't know. I've never, and I guess just one of the main things is I don't like hot drinks.
Yep.
I'll always go for a cold drink over a hot, like no matter what the temperature is.
But even the
So
iced
that's sort of
coffee
another
was
thing.
still unfavorable.
Yeah, just the taste, like it's
Yeah.
and I don't know, like it's when I like had it, it's like you get that taste of like coffee breath, and I was just like, ugh, it's like disgusting.
Interesting. Cool.
Mm.
Well, I'm a coffee lover enthusiast, so I
Big
guess I'm
coffee head out here.
the other end of the spectrum. Um,
Generally speaking, how many coffees do you have daily, though?
really
What's
not
an
that many
average?
anymore. Like honestly, two probably.
Oh, that's all right.
Honestly,
That's
two.
not
No,
too
it's
bad.
fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Like when I was in high school though, or when I'm back home with my dad, because he's a serial coffee addict.
Mm.
Like my coffee consumption skyrockets, like probably 5 or 6 cups a day, or something like that. Like a lot of coffee, but it's again, it's out of. I think it's more social. It's like, like having a cuppa with dad kind of thing. We'll just like sit down, have a
Fair,
coffee.
fair.
It's like not because like we need coffee to keep functioning. I mean, he might. He's pretty crazy, but yeah, for me, it's just
But
because I
don't you
join
feel
him.
like it affects you? It like physically affects you, and then you like because I know if I have a large coffee, I can only have a small, but if I have a large, then I'm just like jittery and I'm like all over the place. I'm
No, it doesn't at all because I think I've consumed that much and growing up that I'm like desensitized to it in a way.
Yeah, yeah, built a
But I
tolerance.
totally, yeah, exactly, build up a tolerance. But I can totally understand that because I know most people experience that, and like I've got a mate who might only have one a day, and even then, he
mm,
questions that. Like he enjoys coffee, but one is his max because it gives him like a lot of anxiety. Um,
mm,
you know, and if you're not, yeah, I don't know. It does really affect us all differently, as does alcohol, as does
as does
other
other
things.
other drugs and other things. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I
Well, that
Well,
was
was
oh,
that was
I
15 minutes on coffee.
well, no. If we're done with coffee, and I think we are, let's move on to the first segment, which was who am I? That came out really creepy, but that's that's a new game. Like, who wants to introduce the game? Who am I?
Yeah, I'm happy to talk about that
All
one.
right, do it. Let's go.
So who am I? We're going to try a new game this week. The game is called Who Am I? And the idea is that each of us will take a turn of being a character from a movie. There are some rules that I'll go through in a second, but the crux is each of us will choose a character, and the other two have to guess who we are, right? So the rules are it has to be a prominent character from a movie. So a main character doesn't necessarily have to be the good guy, could be the bad guy, but just a main prominent figure from a not an indie or underground movie. Hopefully one that we know. Kumar, I'm
The
looking at you.
A-listers.
Uh, now
Damn it!
the
Can't really talk
guesses.
about Emily anymore.
Well, not for now. Maybe by episode 8 we might get a bit
Yeah,
niche, but we'll
fair, fair.
see. So the guesses can only ask 10 questions between the two of them. So in 10 questions, we hope that you might have an idea of who the character is.
Hmm.
These questions can only be yes or no questions.
Okay.
And last but not least, the character you choose has to be fictional. So don't choose a non-fictional character from a documentary or something. It's a fictional character.
Well, Michael
Um,
Jordan's out. Okay.
I said the exact same thing to Jack before we started. I
Yeah.
was like, I was going to choose Michael Jordan from The Last Dance, but that's out. So
Well,
those are the rules. Do you guys have any questions? Does that make sense?
yeah, kind of makes sense. I mean, we'll
Yep,
we'll track along and we'll find our
we'll
feet.
find out. Beautiful.
yeah.
Now we didn't really decide the order of who wants to go first. Should we flip a coin? Does anyone want to particularly go first?
If you're wearing a lighter shirt, you go first. Oh, that's right. That's Jazza.
Beautiful. All right. Okay. Oh no. All right. We might just cut that there, Jack. Thanks. Okay.
But so
Well,
are we doing it? Are we doing it like we both verse each other, or are we playing together?
no. As a team, you want to try and figure out who I am because I think it'll be hard enough. Like the
Okay, so
movie
we are playing
spectrum's
together.
huge.
Yes.
You're playing together. You have
Yes,
10
Jack.
questions. Yeah, 10 questions to figure out who I am. Yes or no only. Whenever you're ready, give it a shot.
I'm ready. Yeah, let's go.
What do you think?
So, okay, is it a character from a live action film?
No.
So it's an animated movie.
Yes, that's 2 questions, by the way.
Oh,
No,
Kumar.
I'm talking
That's
to
2
Jack.
questions. You
No, I'm
burned 3 questions, mate.
no,
I
no,
can't.
no,
Wait, 2. Okay, wait, that's
Be
talking
very
to me.
careful with what you say. You've just.
okay. So that's 2 questions. Okay, cool.
Okay,
From
look,
now
look.
on-
Okay, from now. Okay, I'll give you one there. But far out, bro.
At the beginning, Kumar, we're gonna go.
Wait, so do I have to
Jared.
go? Jared, yeah. Okay, to Jack, that means it's an animated character. Far out.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. You tell me. You directly address me when you want to ask me a question.
Okay,
You,
yeah,
You
alright.
two can
Yeah, yeah.
communicate, deliberate.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know if we just go for the Jared. This is not for you.
No worries.
I don't know if we just go for like, just
The
knowing
classics?
Jared. Like it's
Yeah.
probably Shrek.
Shrek or Toy Story, or
Yeah.
like,
So
you know, the classics. Oh,
I mean, do we ask? Is it like a Disney?
is that gonna give us any advantage though? Because I don't really know which one's Disney, which one's DreamWorks. It could even be Kung Fu Panda. Po from Kung Fu Panda. I don't know if that's a good question though, Disney or not.
Very, because like if it is Disney, that like doesn't narrow it down. There's like
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
however
also
many movies.
it also rests on my ability to know my character well enough, I guess, in a way. Or to know.
Oh, that's the face. He's
just-
Googling it.
Yeah, he's just.
No, I'm absolutely googling it.
He has no
Absolutely.
clue if it's a Disney or not. Okay, fair enough. Okay.
I'll give you a hint. That's no, I won't give you a hint. You've got 9 questions.
Okay, no
left.
hint.
Should we
Okay.
go,
Good,
is this character human?
No.
good question. Good question.
That wasn't-
great question. Great fucking question. Okay, so that
Okay.
means it could be. Okay, this is for Jack. It could be Shrek, Kung Fu Panda, Toy Story. What else are we looking at? I have a feeling it could be Kung Fu Panda, just because we've been talking so much about Po. Sorry, just so much about binging Kung Fu Panda. So, Jack, if you think it's a good question, should we just shoot our shot and be like, is it Po from Kung Fu Panda? I mean, it's gonna burn. It's gonna burn a question, but
Mm.
Yes, I think because we've only had 2 questions. I think
Okay.
go for it.
hey, this one's for you, Jared. Is this Po from Kung Fu Panda?
No.
Oh, what?
Oh.
What was that silence for? Oh my god, I felt like I
Suspense,
had
bro.
it.
We're in a podcast. Let's go.
Okay. Oh, that's a rip. Holy. Okay.
Okay, we need to.
You have 7 questions left.
Okay.
We need to like I used to play this a lot at like JB. We used to just like think of a random item and it was usually like JB didn't have to sell it.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So
I'll just
we have
interject real
to-
quick and let you guys know. I'm just going to add another rule now. When you get to your last question, I will give a
Mhm.
hint, and the person who's there will give a final hint. You know, a last ditch
Okay.
effort.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Good. Okay.
Continue.
I'm just thinking if it's not okay. This is not Kung Fu Panda. Do we go by like the year? Should we go? Is it the movie from before 2005? Should we go something like do we do something like that, Jack?
Yes, actually, yes. That could be a good one.
Time period. So like, but I think it would be better to actually give a time interval from 2000s to 2005 rather than going is it from before 2005?
Yeah, yeah.
Because Toy Story was done before 2000s. Okay, this one's for you, Jared. Well, is this an animated movie from 2000 to 2005?
No.
Okay. Dude, if he tells me it's Bugs Bunny from fucking Space Jam, oh my god, I'm gonna lose my shit. Because he was talking about Michael Jordan. I'm just Jack.
Yeah.
Jack.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, he's faking it. He's faking it.
yeah, that's a good fake.
Or am I double bluffing?
Oh, it's a triple bluff now.
6 questions to go, lads.
6
Okay.
questions.
Okay, so it's not from 2000 2005. Okay.
I don't know. Like this might be a silly one, but this is not for you, Jared. We're still talking. Should we ask if this character sings?
What would that prove? Like, what would that give us?
I mean, that would. I think like that would narrow it down to more.
Yeah, go.
Disney.
Give it a go.
Yes. Okay, Jared. Does this character ever sing?
In my knowledge, no.
Ah, no.
Okay.
To my knowledge, no. This character does not.
So then it's probably not Disney. Like,
Okay.
Or
pretty
it's
much
definitely
every
not.
Disney.
I'll say it's not like it's not a musical. I don't think it has musical elements. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But a pretty.
Really? Wow. Okay. That's interesting because most of the animated movies have a musical element to it. A lot
Well,
of
I mean,
them,
having a
actually.
musical element and having singing or being a musical is different, I suppose.
Okay.
But yeah, like the characters don't have a.
And it has to be a main character, Jack. Should we ask something
Yeah, yeah.
about? Should we ask something about the B movie? When was the B movie? B movie definitely did not come after 2010.
You have 5 questions left. Maybe try to. I don't know. Don't narrow down to one movie yet and ask questions about that. I'd still try and. What do you know about the character so far?
Okay.
You know?
Fair enough. Okay.
Because you have.
So
you have
we
you
know the
maybe-
character is not a human. We know the character does not sing.
Should we ask?
You know it's animated.
Is this character a real animal? So it's not like a mythical.
Okay. Yeah. Go.
Yeah,
go.
Jared. Is this an animal that we could find in
No.
real life?
No.
Okay.
Great question. So
it's not
a
Kung Fu
real.
Panda.
Yeah. It's not a
Um,
real animal. Okay.
Could still be Toy Story, like anything from Toy Story.
Yeah.
So that's
Could
not,
be. Yeah. Who's
It's
the
not
main?
Bug's Life. It's not Bee's movie. It's not.
Andy? Yeah, but we don't want to get to the character yet. Let's just keep asking more questions like that. Okay, so we know
4
it's not a
questions to
human
go.
being, doesn't sing, not a real animal. Okay, but isn't Andy like a person though? Like, isn't Andy a human being as a toy?
No. What?
Isn't
Andy
Andy?
is Woody. Andy is Woody's owner. Like.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
Woody. I mean, yeah, my bad. Woody. Isn't Woody a cowboy? So Woody is a
Yeah.
person.
That is
So what do you
interesting. That is a specific, like, grey area. But I would say Woody is a toy, not a human or not a.
Okay, got you. Okay.
No.
No, wait. I just thought of something.
I'll give that one for
Monsters Inc.
free. It's a purely animated movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's no
Monster-
live action
Dude,
elements to it.
Monsters Inc. Like anything around that, Jack? What are we thinking? There's not a lot of singing in Monsters Inc.
Hold on. When was Monsters Inc? I feel like Monsters Inc was like in that period.
True.
2001. Yes, that's not.
Yeah. Okay.
Was this movie from before 2000?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Beauty. Okay.
There we go.
So that means 2005 till 2021.
3 to go.
If it's from an anime, or like from any Japanese movies, like fucking Spirited Away or something like that, I'm not gonna be able to guess it because I haven't watched any of them.
No, most of those, like if it's a movie like that, they're from like the 80s.
Jack.
Yes.
How to Train the Dragon. What are we thinking? That's 2010. Okay.
That is one of my favorite movies too.
no, this is a bluff.
This is a very hard game. I think now that we're playing it.
Way harder than we imagine. I think we've got a good question here. We can ask: does this character appear in a movie which has sequels?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, Jared, that one's for you now. Does this
Yes.
character appear in a movie that has sequels?
Yes, this character does.
Okay. So now I'm thinking fucking Spider-Man, because Spider-Man has been coming up with sequels in animated form.
Oh, but I guess like movie-wise, Spider-Man only has one animated movie.
Fair.
How
Two
to Train Your
questions left.
Dragon has 3.
Oh. Ooh.
Um,
I'm feeling I'm really inclined towards How to Train Your Dragon.
send it.
Full send on How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah.
Does this character appear in How to
In
Train?
In the series of
Yeah.
movie
The
3
franchise?
series, yes, of How to Train Your Dragon.
No, it's a fuck.
No, it doesn't. It does not. This character does not. Now you have one last question. This question doesn't have to be a guess. You can guess after it. I'll let you. Right. But I will give you a hint now. Okay.
Mhm.
Your hint is, and this might give it away because it's a really hard one to give a hint for this movie because I feel like it is so iconic.
So easy. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually think it is quite
Jack?
easy, but like,
Toy Story. No, keep going. Keep going.
okay. But I don't. One thing I want you to do though is not Google this. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
I'm not gonna Google it.
Hands off buzzers for this. All right.
Okay.
Your hint is Route 66.
Oh, okay.
He knows.
Does-
Let's go.
Wait, no, hold on.
Oh. Come on, Jack.
No. I know. I
Okay,
know.
you can talk to me. What are you
Okay,
thinking?
this is Lightning McQueen. It's from the Lightning McQueen movie.
Okay.
But I don't know if it's from the time period because I think Route 66. That's Lightning McQueen, I believe. He doesn't sing. He's not real.
Real. Yeah. He's
There
not
has
real
been
at all.
sequels. There's been like 3 cars.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, do we want to guess?
Full send. Yes.
Just
yes.
we'll say, is this from Cars? And then we will narrow.
We'll
it
give
down.
our guess. Yeah.
Hold on. Okay. Jared, is this character from Cars?
Yes.
Let's go. Yes. Yes, Jack. Come on.
Okay.
Who is the character?
Ugh, come on, dude.
It's like,
You got 10 seconds.
would he go for Lightning McQueen?
9,
I mean,
7.
that's the main guy, isn't it?
Okay. Let's
Got-
go
yeah.
for it.
Full send.
Jared, is it Lightning McQueen?
It is Lightning McQueen. Well done, guys.
Yes.
Well
Let's
done, Lightning McQueen.
go.
Oh, I could have gone more obscure and did the other guy, but I mean, you got to look. It's a first starting game. You only got
gotta
10 questions. You guys
respect
saw
the
how
fucking
hard it was.
format.
Well done, Lightning McQueen. You got it. Beautiful, Lightning McQueen. Pokemon reveal, Lightning McQueen.
Who's that Pokemon? Pikachu.
Okay,
No,
I think we should
it's
just keep.
Lightning McQueen.
I think we should keep moving on.
Okay, cool. So, I am talking about a character who is in a comedy movie.
Comedy movie. Okay.
That's all I can say. That the genre is comedy.
A comedy. Oh, what sort of comedy do you watch? I guess. Yeah. What?
Should we ask?
Oh, I reckon I could almost guess it right off the bat. Only if I was going off things from other days. Jack, we don't have to guess this now because we have 10 questions. We should do a bit of thinking. The Big Lebowski. This guy talks about this all the time. He only watched it the other day. Could it be? Look at him!
It is. It is.
Do you reckon we give it a guess, or is that
Just
too
send it.
specific at this stage? Just send
Go
it.
for it. Yeah.
What's his actual name? Is it Lebowski? Oh, the dude Lebowski.
Yeah, that's his name.
I
the
guess
dude.
he. Wait, for a millionaire. Yeah. Okay. So the dude. All right, Jack, you go. I
Kumar,
don't.
is it the dude from the Big Lebowski? Yes.
No, it's not the dude.
Fuck! Oh wow. Okay. This man had us played. All right.
Oh, that was good. That was good. Okay. So that narrows it down.
Now, you didn't change that immediately when we guessed it, did you?
Fuck off, dude. What is this guy? Got 9 questions left. Come on.
Okay.
Be a
Comedy.
player.
Comedy. We
Okay,
should be
I was
more
gonna-
general for a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say, should we but I guess it could be Australian. I was gonna say, should we ask if it's like American comedy or British?
But it has to be yes or no. So we'd have to
Yeah,
choose
exactly.
one
And-
to eliminate it. Yeah,
I mean, like, if it's American comedy, how much does that narrow it down?
exactly.
Not
Yeah.
much.
This is
Yeah.
gonna be a tough one for you. That's all
I think
can
this will
say.
be a tough one for us.
It's a comedy movie, probably from the after 2000.
should we just clarify that the character is human or humanoid?
Yep.
Okay. Kumar, is this character a human/humanoid figure?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Would like asking a question like, was this a standalone comedy movie?
So it's not part of a franchise or sequel. It's a
Yeah.
movie. Yeah, because I guess that would rule out things like Step Brothers or that sort of Anchorman and stuff. Or if he says it is, yeah. Okay, let's do it. We have questions to burn. Go for it. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is this character from a movie that was like a standalone comedy? So it didn't have any sequels. It didn't have. I don't know. Yeah.
No.
I'm feeling actually not too bad about some of those other guesses we just had, like some of the Step Brothers, the Anchorman, what are other like franchise comedies that are popular? You know?
Is Step Brothers? I thought Step Brothers only had one.
Doesn't it have a sequel? Or am I thinking of
I think you're thinking of like Daddy's Home.
Daddy's Home or something?
Is this character male?
Yes.
I don't know. Like, I even like your Will Ferrell one.
Do you want to
That
send it?
one's-
We have questions
Yeah.
to burn.
You
Yeah.
have 6 questions left.
Is this character played by Will Ferrell?
No. No.
Okay.
So that's,
You have 5 questions left.
Is the character who you are, is their name in the title of the movie or movies?
Nope. Not at all.
Okay, not at all. Okay, strong.
does this person's name start with a letter from the alphabet?
You got 4 questions left. I'll give you a hint when you have 1 question left.
Is the
4
movie
questions
set,
left.
Is the movie set in the United States of America? Kumar?
100%. Yes. And you've got 3 questions left.
Oh, I don't know if you've seen it. This is not a question for Kumar, but Jared, are we thinking like Austin Powers?
Austin Powers.
That had 3 movies.
Send it. The closer we get to this clue, the better.
Okay, Kumar, does this character appear in the? Oh wait, no, hold on.
No, because they're not in the name. Names are in the title.
Person's name is not in the title.
Okay, good save. Good
Ooh, okay.
That was almost a wasted send. Would this character not be an adult? So are they like 18 or younger? Are they a child or a teenager, etc.?
No. You got 2 questions left.
Questions.
After the next question, I'll give you a hint.
Is this would you say it's an action comedy? Does it contain elements of violence or like is that interchange, like is that integral to it? I guess not just there's a slap that happens. It's like like 21 Jump Street has.
I will say the answer to that is no. The answer to that is no. The hint is The Office. Think about the characters in The Office.
Well, then it could be like Brick from Anchorman, because that's played by Steve Carell.
Is he a prominent character?
Yeah.
A main character? He's not a main character, but he might be prominent. I guess I should have made that clear. That's a bit clearer.
No, it's like I think we were thinking the main or the
main
supporting
dude.
cast, as in like if you think of Office, you could think of Michael, Jim, Pam, Dwight. They're all main in some way.
Yeah, I know. But that makes it even broader. Next time we'll need to clarify that. I think
Okay,
make that even
okay.
less. But that's
Yeah.
fine for now. It can be. Yep. So thinking of The Office.
You have 1 question left, and then you can
Mm.
give it a guess. And you just get 10 seconds
Is-
to guess.
Now, Jack, when he says The Office, does he mean the TV series, or is he doing like some Jedi mind trick thing where he's saying like it's set in The Office, like it's an office comedy? Or do you think, knowing him, it's The Office?
The Office.
Okay. Yeah. That's fair.
Knowing the level at which he has, he's not gonna be the Jedi mastermind. He's just The Office.
So a comedy with sequels that has something to do with The Office, or someone from The Office, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, like the only thing I can think of is the Anchorman. That's the only one.
Steve Carell. Yeah, from the.
That I can
You got
think
one
of
more
that
question.
has
You got one more question. So if you have like a couple of options in your head,
Should we say
you can use
is it
that
Steve
one
Carell? Is Steve Carell the character, or is Steve Carell? Yeah. Okay, Kumar. Is Steve Carell? Does Steve Carell play this character?
No.
Okay.
And now I will start your 10-second timer
Oh my fucking god!
guess it. And here we go. 10 seconds.
I honestly don't know, apart
8,
from The Office, what other characters
7,
are in what movie. Unless it's Ricky Gervais and he's gone like the
6,
UK Office, and so Ricky Gervais plays someone in a comedy.
4,
But does he?
I can't even
He's
think
not
of
in
any
any features?
comedies.
3,
Nah.
Yeah.
2, 1. I've given you 20 seconds. Any guesses? Any final
I don't know any
wild
other
guesses?
movies from people in The Office, honestly. Except
Okay,
for maybe the
game
guy
over.
who's
Game over.
No, hang on. Give me
That's
5
it.
more seconds. Is it the guy? Oh fuck! I actually don't know. I was gonna say
Game
the
over.
Hangover guy, the guy from the Hangover.
Game over. The answer is actually The Hangover.
Oh,
But
it is. Oh
but
no!
it's not Andy Bernard. It's not
Oh.
Andy Bernard. It's not Stu. That's Ed Helms. It's not that. My answer was Zach Galifianakis. He plays Alan, the fat guy from The Hangover.
Yeah,
He's,
but
you know-
okay. What's his Office connection?
well, the connection is, think about the characters in The Office. Ed Helms, he's in the movie The Hangover.
Oh,
It's not the
brother,
character. What do you mean?
what kind of a clue is that, my
what-
dude? You
It's
got
not-
Route 66 in no other movie except for Cars. Is Route 60 fucking 6?
Okay, mine is my character
Mm-hmm.
is from a action movie.
Mm-hmm.
We have 10
Alright,
questions.
Let's pump these questions, bro. Let's get
Okay.
some things going.
Action movie. Okay, thinking of Jack, thinking of the movies that he watches. Action movie. Obviously, we've got the whole Batman, Superman, and like all the superhero stuff going on.
That's a question. Is it from
but-
a superhero movie?
Ooh, that's a good question. Yeah, go, hit it.
Is your character from a superhero movie?
No.
Okay,
alright,
beautiful,
that's alright.
beautiful.
Narrowing it down.
Yeah, so it's not a superhero person. Okay, not a superhero movie.
Main character, action, superhero.
Not a
not
superhero.
superhero.
Yeah. So it could be stuff like Die Hard and like
James Bond.
James Bond. Yeah. Sequel
any
sequel
sort
was a
of
good
spy.
question. Should we go with the sequel?
Go for it. Yep.
Jack, does your character appear in movie that has sequels? Okay,
Yes.
beautiful. But a lot of action movies kind of have sequels, so that
Yeah.
sucks. But
Like
Okay,
Transformers, Fast and the
yeah.
Furious.
is this a human/humanoid?
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
7 questions.
Now, I did have another question just then, Kumar, but I
Was it about the
temporarily
gender?
forgotten. No, it wasn't about the gender.
Okay.
I was going to say
Mm-hmm.
my question, but I won't ask Jack yet. This is to you, Kumar.
Yeah.
Should we ask if it is the... How do I word it? Is it the protagonist or the antagonist? Like good guy?
Yeah.
bad guy?
Oh, that's a beautiful question. Go.
Okay. But which way should we phrase that? Should we ask, is this character the end?
Antagonist.
end?
Yeah.
Jack, is this character N/the antagonist?
No.
Okay, so it's...
Okay, so it's
Uh,
a protagonist or a
good
supporting
guy.
cast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, do we know it's a guy or a girl?
Well, sorry, that's a terminology. It could be a thing.
Okay, protagonist. Is this
Or
a
not.
movie prior to 2000? Is that what you're
Yep.
thinking?
Is
Okay.
this character in a movie prior to 2000?
Hit it. Yeah, hit it.
Enough? Okay,
No,
Jack,
hit it.
is this character in a movie prior to the year 2000?
Yes.
Oh, let's go. Big
That's
one.
big. Let's go.
Big one.
Action movie prior to 2000.
Yeah.
Right. No
good.
superheroes.
Okay. So it could be. Well, do you consider American Psycho an action movie.
Well, see, this is where I'm going to be far less helpful now, dude, because I don't know.
'Cause
I
it's
don't know
a-
movies prior to 2000 period. Now we're talking action prior to 2000, so...
And I think at 8, I'll give you a hint as well, if we haven't.
Ooh, this
So I'll
one's-
do
this
8
one's
and
trivia.
9, but 8 will be less of a hint.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's look this up. Okay, let's look this up. How many sequels does Die Hard have? Right? 'Cause
He was
then-
talking about Die Hard 2 episodes ago,
Wait, wasn't it the last episode?
or an episode ago.
Yeah, yippee motherfucker. That was it last episode. So
Do you wanna-
Die
Now
Hard.
you know what movie it's from. You didn't know when we were listening to it.
So what we could do is we could go Die Hard sequels, like a series, right? And then we know Die Hard has how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we know Die Hard has 4 movies. So we could go, does this character appear in a movie which is a part of a 4-movie series?
At
do you
that point, though, you may as well just ask, is it in Die Hard? Is this character from Die Hard?
No. Well, true. Yeah.
No, because that's a bit of a bad one. Because if it's more than 4, if it's less than 4,
Yeah. Exactly.
you don't know. I'll just give you that.
If you feel good about Die Hard, we have questions to burn. We have 5 to go, and we have 2 hints.
Okay. Does this character appear in a Die Hard movie?
No.
Okay. Good. That's gone.
Now, Kumar, we said we asked if it had superheroes,
Yeah.
but we didn't say like it could still be supernatural. It could still have sci-fi elements. So I'm talking Alien, Predator, like it's 2001: A Space Odyssey. Oh no, well that doesn't have a sequel, does it? But you know what I mean.
Alien
like,
is a good one though. Alien is a good one.
So Space Odyssey does have a sequel.
Oh, it does. Okay. Well, should we just say, does this movie
Sort of.
contain sci-fi / fantasy elements?
Wait. He said it's an action movie. He didn't say it's a sci-fi movie. He said
But it
it's
could be
an
an
action movie.
Yeah. Okay.
If
fair
it's a
enough.
sci-fi, he would have said it's sci-fi.
Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I'm
So if-
looking at you.
Yeah,
at
because
you.
Alien would have been either sci-fi.
Sci-fi.
drama,
Yeah.
like,
If
before
he
it's
comes
an
back
action.
with an alien character, I'm gonna probably break my camera or something.
Okay. No, good thinking. Good thinking. I discredited that because I was just trying to think.
4
of
questions left, and I'll give you a hint in 2.
I reckon you got to drop something, man. Bond. I mean, Bond isn't bad, right?
Bond is a good one. Because Bond spans across the whole 90s.
At that
and
point, should we just say,
2000s.
is this James Bond? Because there's no other character from the Bond franchise he's going to pick, right? So if we even
Yeah.
have an inkling that it could be a Bond movie, we should just say, is this James Bond?
Wait, dude, it's not a superhero. It's
James
not.
Bond isn't a superhero.
Yeah, no, all good. No, I just looked at his face and then I thought Spider-Man. I don't know why, but it's not a superhero, so I'm not doing that. No, go for it. Hit it.
Hello, Peter.
Hey,
Wow.
there's a callback
This haunts me.
in the industry. Jack, is this character James Bond?
Yes, it is.
Oh!
What?
What?
Let's go!
Oh, let's
Let's go.
go! Oh, yes!
From the
Well
beginning, you guys, it was like the first question, like, it could be James Bond, and I was just like,
Oh my
Let's go.
days.
So
Let's go.
I was just the question that I was gonna give you, I was gonna say it has lots of sequels, because the problem with asking does it have is it from before the 2000s? James Bond is from like
Yeah,
1964
it does span.
to
Yeah.
2000 and whenever 16, 18, whenever.
Well, there's one coming at the end of this year.
Exactly.
If you're still watching, thank you, or if you're still listening, thanks for your patience. I hope you had fun. If you're listening on like Spotify or like other listening devices, thanks for hanging on. I don't know how this got edited, but hopefully it was fun to listen to. And if you're watching us on YouTube, thanks for your time. Really, it means a lot. All right, let's move on to the last thing, which was actually one more thing before we actually finish this. Let's move on to the next thing, which was Remake Rewind. So this week we have a little bit of a discussion on remakes, as we sort of hinted this in the first episode, where we were like, oh, that's another topic that we can talk about. How pretty much every other show or every other movie which is a hit in whatever cinema, the other side of the world picks it up and makes a remake of it. We're not just talking about Bollywood remakes of Hollywood movies. I know that's a thing, but we're talking about just generally remakes. And yeah, what are they? Sometimes the question pops up: what if I'm just adapting a little bit of that inspiration from Transformers and I'm making my own Transformers. Is it still a remake? Is it still the same IP? So what do you guys think? Like, I think Jared, you had a pretty good point on like distinguishing which one is an adaptation and which one is a remake.
Definitely. I thought the terminology was hard because you can get caught up in, yeah, what does it mean? First, we have to define it, and we had these other phrases like, well, we have remakes. We also have adaptations, like a book adaptation, or when it's something's taken for, yeah, a certain audience and then made for another one, i.e., the UK office was remade for
Hmm.
the US audience, the US
Hmm.
office. Is that a remake? Is that or is that an adaptation because it's adapting the same concept, the same IP for another audience? It's not being totally remade from the ground up. Like the first season is the same, you
Hmm.
know. So is that then an adaptation, not a remake? Another word then got thrown into the mix, I think, from Jack when we were thinking about this, which was the word reboot.
Hmm.
What is the difference between a remake and a reboot? Does reboot suggest that the series was dead or forgotten and it needed revitalizing? There's another word, but rebooted. So what really is a remake?
Yeah, I feel like it's more so. I think because we started reading a little bit into it, and then the internet says if it's an adaptation from a written text, or if it's a change of form of art or like media for that text, then it becomes an adaptation unless it stays a remake. So, for example, if it's a comic book and then turns into a movie, okay, then I have adapted that comic book into a movie. But if I just
Yes.
make another Spider-Man, then it's just a remake of the Spider-Man
Yep.
with like the Spider-Man Origins remake,
Yep.
unless it's like, extending the storyline.
So one of our
Yeah.
cri Go, Jack. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, like, because yeah, that's a hard one, isn't it? It's like I think when you bring in superhero, because yeah, let's think about Spider-Man. There's been just from 2002, I think it was. There's been
Mm,
three lots of Spider-Man,
mm.
and it's like, is that a remake? Is that a re? I would argue it's more of like a reboot because
Reboot,
it's not.
yeah.
Yeah, it takes the same ideas, but it's a different story. Like especially the new Marvel ones, like the last one with like Mysterio and what
Mm,
happened in that movie was, I've never seen anything like that for
Mm,
Spider-Man. So
mm.
it's yeah, I think superheroes is the sort of hard one. There's
definitely.
But
so
it's a
many.
classic. Like recently, there's been these talks of the Friends reboot. um, because Friends was a TV show that existed and then it was done with, and now they're rebooting with the same characters. So now, does the characters matter if you're rebooting it? Because if that matters, then I would say the Spider-Man, the Amazing, I think it was the Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield, and like the next Spider-Man, they don't count as a reboot because it didn't have the. Wait, I mean, they did have the
Because
same character. They didn't have the
mm,
same actor in it.
yes, so
And different
rebooting then
storyline.
implies that
Mm,
it's the existing storyline or the existing story world that has gone dormant or been shut off and is now being booted like a computer or like an idea. It's being rebooted using the
mm,
same story world, the same cast, or the same general thing. Whereas a remake is something else. I was just thinking as well when you guys were talking then, maybe well, two things. One was I think we started to touch on that what defines a remake is form. It has to be within the same form or format. As you
mm,
said, if
mm.
it's between formats, we're talking about an adaptation perhaps.
Yeah.
The only curveball there is that maybe remake is a parent term that an adaptation, a reboot sits underneath. A remake encompasses all of that. Um, I don't know. What do you think about that? Or do you think it is definitely its own distinct thing that we need? That yeah, its own
Well,
distinct form.
okay. Let's say tomorrow I come up with a story for a music video,
Hmm.
which is in the nutshell, it's The Office. Okay, it has like 7 characters in it, and it's pretty much using the same palettes, almost the same design and everything. But it's a music video, so you won't call it. Oh, there's an Office remake in a music video form,
Mm.
would
No,
you?
But you wouldn't even call that
no.
an adaptation then either, probably possibly. If it's not like if it's not directly The Office, if it's
Yeah,
a music video, it's something else. And as you say, it's just taking inspiration from it. Then it's not even
yeah,
an adaptation. It's
fair, fair.
it's something else even
It
then.
is in a different form though. with the
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah,
with the
but
premise
it's a
of The
different.
Office.
But it's a different. I don't know. What is it? Yeah.
I think
It's
yeah, it's like it's
stumped.
it's the same in I guess I was just thinking like music, when someone samples something from
Mm.
another song, is
Mm,
that, you know, yeah. Um I think it's a really like gray area. Like I do like the idea that like remake is apparent because, you know, is a remake, a one for one. Like, it might have different characters, but literally it's the same script, which, I think just the closest thing I can think of would be
Mm.
like Ocean's 8. That was a pretty close remake of Ocean's
Remake.
11, just different characters.
Okay. I'm thinking of Grace Point and Broadchurch. That's a remake. It
mm,
has the same script. It has the same. No, it doesn't have. Well, yeah, it has the same characters because it's of course same script, same characters. Um, that's a remake. Yeah. Oh, it's doing me in the head. Let's move on. No, I was just gonna
we're
ask the
talking
last.
circles,
I was
aren't we?
yeah.
Exactly,
I was
yeah.
just gonna ask the last question. When do you think it's a good decision to actually make a remake?
Great question. That's an awesome question.
Well, I mean,
Because okay, just think about this. You go watch a movie. You're so inspired by it. You think it's a great piece of work that you want to remake it for a different set of audience that they should experience this as well.
Yeah,
Okay, that could be one of the motivations.
yeah.
But then yeah, so yeah,
It's
what do you guys
also
think?
just that. Yeah, the question's always with anything is why the purpose behind it. But I
Mm,
was just gonna say what's interesting there, Kumar. You asked like why or when would you do a remake, right? That was the question.
mm-hmm.
That's not too dissimilar, I think, to say why would you do a sequel? You know, so something's been created, right?
Yeah.
Why make more of it? Like there has to be a reason. Like, because there's plenty of standalone movies that either that were great as they are, and maybe producers really wanted to make a sequel, or really wanted to pick up again, but the director or writer or whoever it was who owned the IP was like, no, I'm done. Like that is what it is. That was I'm sure you can think of examples for that, but one
The
that I just thought of
Godfather.
then.
The Godfather
Okay,
3
yeah,
was
yeah.
kind of a shit movie. It was like apparently everyone just did it for the money.
Mm,
There was definitely there was definitely some form of script, but it was the worst stuff. Like I would if you I would tell everyone who's listening or like watching, if you're gonna go watch Godfather, if you've never watched it, don't ever touch Godfather 3. Just watch 1 and 2. And you'll be happy. Your life will go on. Okay. Nothing's gonna change. So I was just thinking, there's this whole producer and the money aspect to it as well, right?
mm,
Like the Godfather was such a big enterprise, or like the franchise, that when they came out with Bang Bang 1 and 2, they were like, holy smokes, we need more money. Let's recycle that to pump some money back in. um but yeah, I think it's I think the only problem comes in when your intention is good but the outcome does not relay
mm,
that. Okay. Okay, like
yeah,
that's
which
and
is sad.
that's pretty much the problem with anything, I guess.
Yeah.
yeah, I think like I think the idea behind a sequel, for the most part, is because it's a pre-sold audience.
Mm,
Like Star Wars, they could make like even with 8, 9, and 7, 8, 9, how they were the worst Star Wars movies ever. Every Star Wars fan still went and watched them because it's
mm,
Star Wars.
mm,
Yeah, it's the pre-sold audience. So you wonder if sort of the remakes and the reboots sort of has the same idea. Maybe they're going for a new audience. Maybe they're trying to, like, iCarly, for instance. Like that show has
Mm,
grown up, right?
mm,
But it's grown
yeah.
up with the audience. So it's like it's probably the same people still watching the new iCarly who watched the old
mm,
one. They've just
Yeah.
grown up with the show.
Not that I've seen the new one, but like that to me, like the purpose of it makes more sense, and I feel like it's a good reason to. Like if we're talking
Mm.
about why do it, that's probably a good a good reason to, or at least it was done in the right way. Just
Hmm.
real quick though, back on you brought up Star Wars. Um, even though the newer ones, right? I couldn't even tell you what episodes they are, but like the newer ones,
7, 8,
right?
9.
7, 8, 9. Okay. Even though they are sequels, right? Was there enough time between them that they're now that was actually a reboot, not a sequel in a way? Like that collection of movies
Mm,
was a reboot
yeah,
because like
fair, fair.
was the Star Wars audience happy, from after 6 or whatever? Like were we happy to leave that storyline of Star Wars and maybe go explore something else? Like I don't know.
Being the meta, I would say yes. Just
Yeah.
because they were horrible. But
Yeah, well, and that's the thing, exactly. If they turned out differently, I probably wouldn't be asking that question. Yeah, we would have
Yeah,
been like,
yeah,
we wouldn't even question it. We go, oh, they were great sequels. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Totally,
yeah.
totally. I mean, I wonder if tomorrow I wake up and then find out Christopher Nolan is coming up with Batman 4 or whatever. Is that a reboot? It can't be a
Mm,
reboot. It's a uh, like it's a he's made 3 movies,
yeah,
and now obviously we're getting the Robert Pattinson Batman. But what if the next Batman? Like it gets like the lines get really blurry and really really complex.
absolutely. Yeah. So
But
it's like, is
yeah.
time a factor into the remake reboot?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Possibly, but yeah, what is the length of time that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's like, do you need previous knowledge? So I think, yeah, Star Wars, back to Star Wars. You you don't need to have seen any Star Wars movie and you could start at 7 if you wanted to.
Previous knowledge, that's a big one.
Yeah, because like, like for instance, okay, Matrix 4 and John Wick 4 are coming out. Like I think especially the Matrix, because that's been 20 years
Yeah.
since the last one. So would you have needed
Uh,
to have seen 1, 2, 3 to understand 4? Or is
That's
oh,
definitely
but then
not a reboot, brother.
yeah,
that's
'cause,
a
Mm,
that's a
mm,
sequel, homie.
yeah, but it goes like,
yeah.
yeah, it gets complicated because then you get like prequels and sequels and
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, Fast and the Furious, holy shit. Um,
yeah,
they do
exactly.
that all the time. Yeah. Anyways, that's our discussion on remake, rewind. If that's got you thinking about remakes and rewind, or if you have, some opinions about the same, put them down in the comment or DM us on Instagram or wherever you can find us. If you find us in real life, you can come talk to us about prequels, sequels, and remakes and reboots. Other than that, I don't know. We had fun. I honestly want to say today's episode, although it took like 3 times longer than it usually would have, I still had fun, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna get some good content out of this. And yeah,
You can't
Absolutely.
say that. You can't say good content. It's actually trademark.
rip. Can you
No, I
beat
agree,
that for
Kumar.
me?
I I agree. I echo those sentiments. I think it was nice to have a chat, and to kind of have
Hmm.
that as well, as goofing around and playing games, which I know that people enjoy also. But yeah, we'd love to hear your thoughts on all of our discussions and all of our inclusions in the podcast as we try new things and yeah, have fun. So thanks. That's all
No.
from me.
Oh, and let us know. We've been toying with the idea of getting a guest, which I'm sure that might help freshen it up instead of just listening to us three. Maybe get
Yeah,
someone,
that's gonna be
someone
exciting.
in.
We're gonna
Yeah.
we're gonna go out right after this podcast finishes. I'm just gonna go out and ask people if they want to be on the podcast. That's how we're growing our audience. That's how we're we're getting new people to watch our stuff. Just out in the streets,
Oh,
spreading the
and
word.
Literally rope them
also,
in.
we are for the intro. We are changing the person who does it every week.
Hmm.
So even if you wanted to send in a little intro,
If you want to be a
please do.
part of the second unit podcast intro, we'll put a link down in the description where it's a Google Drive. You can upload a little quick audio. You can record it on your phone, record it on your computer, however you want to do it. You can upload a quick audio saying what's the intro stuff. You're listening to the
Uh,
second. Yeah, go for it.
yeah, you are listening to the second unit podcast, and then also thank you for listening.
Yeah, and the lucky winner, which will be chosen with with a wheel or whatever, will be featured in the next episode. Until then, bye bye now. See ya.
Thanks for watching. See ya.
Thanks for
So
watching.
listen.
Thanks for listening. Like, share, subscribe, and all of that good shit. I will see you. We will see you next time.
Thank you for listening.